Most business advice is complete garbage. Follow your passion, just work harder, fake it till you make it. That's why most entrepreneurs stay broke. And if you actually want to build a business that makes money and lasts, you need to hear the truth. No fluff, no cliches, just real, hard-earned lessons that separate successful entrepreneurs from the ones who never make it past year one. These are 5 no BS lessons of business and how to actually build a successful company. My name is Devin Johnson, CEO of salesai.com. I've built, scaled, and failed in multiple businesses, including a couple exits. And today I'm giving you some hard-earned, hard lessons that I wish I knew when I was just getting started. Number 1, stop chasing ideas, start solving problems. Most people fail because they start a business around an idea and not a real problem. You don't need a unique business. You need to solve a pain point that people will actually pay for. And you need to make it to where something you're passionate about and make it what you're wanting to do long term, but you need to solve real problems for a market that will pay for it. And the hard truth is the market doesn't care about your passion, it cares about its problems. There is alignment between what you want to do and making money from it, but it cannot be only passion. How many artists, musicians, so on and so forth of very passionate people, but they end up never becoming successful financially because they only have the passion. It takes passion plus problem plus market equals a business. You have to have all 3 of those. Number 2, work ethic is a baseline, not a strategy. How hard you work alone won't make you successful. Direction matters more. Example is grinding on the wrong thing for years won't get you anywhere. You need to work smart and not just hard. Focus on leveraging skills, automation, delegation, and smart decision making. You have to grow yourself out of being every role within the business. You have to start somewhere, we all do. But the moment the business can afford or you can afford to start delegation, using technology, using systems and processes, and the way I think about it is it's systems and processes, technology, and then people. You have to have the baseline of using processes and systems backed up by technology, or else people can just make this very confusing very fast. And so you have to lean on making sure you build a strong foundation for yourself, but also taking the risk within the business. This is why entrepreneurship is so hard, is because you really do have to make these very fast decisions and hope that it works out while being calculated. It's like this catch-22 that you're constantly in. This is why you see so many businesses fails. Number 3, sales fixes everything. If your business isn't making money, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. A great product with bad sales equals failure. We've seen a lot of businesses like that. A decent product with great sales equals success. It does not need to be perfect. You need to get out and you need to sell your product. Here's a hard truth. Learn how to sell, and if you can't, your business will never grow. It is a brutal truth. Just because you have a passion and a product, but then you can't sell it, well, you don't have a business. You just have this really glorified idea and you get to call yourself the CEO. But if you gotta learn the foundations of pain, problem, solution, transaction. You have to learn those 4 pillars in order to be a successful entrepreneur. Number 4, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Most founders fail because they refuse to delegate or hire people smarter than them. You should be firing yourself from low value tasks as fast as possible. And your ego is your biggest enemy in business. Get out of your own way. You have to let the business grow and you have to surround yourself. It's never how, it's who. It's one of the biggest principles in business. And I'll tell you, I'm probably one of the dumbest people in the company. And I admit it here at Sales AI. It's because I've surrounded myself with people that have expertise in the domain that I know I struggle with. All right, number 5, build for profit, not vanity. Revenue means nothing if your margins suck. I'd much rather have a $2 million business with 50% margins than a $10 million business with 5% margins. Everyone wants to talk about top line revenue, but what's your profit? What are you actually putting into the pocket? What are you actually reinvesting to keep the business growing? The goal is financial freedom, not just looking successful online. And one of the things I had to do early in my entrepreneurial career, I actually had to unfollow a bunch of people on Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth, because I was constantly in a game of comparison, always setting myself back. But remember, people only post snapshots of success online, so they build this perception of themselves. Now, there are real people out there that are successful, and that is reality, and that is great. But there's a big portion of people out there only posting things that's not theirs, that only boost their ego, and they're really faking it till they make it, right? I would say it's probably 80% of the content you see out there. And again, I had to separate myself from it so I could focus on what I wanted to achieve. And then I was able to learn some of these key lessons I'm sharing with you today and be able to understand real fake on the world of social media. So the real takeaway here is most people will hear this advice and still ignore it, but the ones who actually apply it, they will win. Business is simple, solve problems, sell relentlessly, hire smart, keep your margin strong. Everything else, noise. And if you found this valuable, subscribe. I don't do BS business advice, only real actionable strategies that help you scale. Feel free to leave a comment and we'll see you in the next video.